Justin Bieber was arrested for the first time today.
Justin Bieber, that was the love of my life.
I was waking up in the morning and the first thing I was doing is popping pills.
Billie Eilish might be psychotic.
What'd you say?
You're watching, man.
What'd you say?
Was Justin Bieber's dad really partying with him before and after his arrest?
And just think about how young I was and so impressionable.
First time I smoked weed, I was 13.
Some come out bad, some come out good.
I felt like I was dying. My security were coming into the room at night to check my pulse.
I genuinely didn't think I would make it to 17.
I just wanted to protect her.
I literally remember sobbing into a pillow.
I really need help. I'm not okay. I need someone.
I don't want her to go through anything I went through.
Justin Bieber leapt at the chance to work with his role model after his dad walked out on him.
He's a bad dad because he left Justin when he was a little baby.
Ran up to him, I was like, Usher, I love your songs. You want me to sing you one? He's one of my inspirations.
I saw the potential of success. It was really always left up to him, and I always told him.
My story is, not much different from his.
Usher had also been thrown into the spotlight at just 13.
I lived with Sean Puffy Combs. There were very curious things taking place. I didn't necessarily understand.
Could you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
But Usher had no one watching out for him.
Through all of my own experiences, I'm able to give a point of reference so that they don't get too far off track.
Some come out bad, some come out good. I'm hoping for the best.
Justin became an overnight sensation, exposing him to a whirlwind lifestyle of fame, touring, and constant criticism.
When they're screaming, that just makes me feel very, very good.
I just want to see everybody because I love you guys, but... Ow!
Thursday night, Bieber was breathless on stage.
Justin Bieber's feeling the stress. His week has been marred by hospitalization and a blow-up with the paparazzi.
Despite his best intentions, Usher couldn't be the dad Justin needed.
I never had that security in a family.
First time I smoked weed, I was 13.
It was just an escape for me.
Justin needs to learn he's not invincible.
No, I can't speak for that man. He's his own person.
19-year-old pop star Justin Bieber was arrested for the first time today.
Caught up in a chaotic world, Justin began to lose sight of the people around him.
Being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn and everyone telling me they love me and turn their back on you in a second.
Bieber writing, I became distant to everyone who loved me. I felt like I could never turn it around.
And when one special fan reached out to her idol, he didn't bother to answer.
A message I had sent was like, hey Justin, I just wanted to talk. How are you? Please answer.
I would cry all the time just because he didn't know I existed.
Billie Eilish was a troubled teenager with a huge obsession.
Justin Bieber, that was the love of my life. I literally remember sobbing into a pillow, terrified that when I got a boyfriend when I was older, he won't compare and I'll just love Justin Bieber more.
We did consider taking you to therapy.
No matter how many people turned on Justin, Billie never stopped believing in him.
He seems like he's obnoxious, ungrateful, unsincere.
Because he's a idiot.
Really exciting to talk to you, especially right in the middle of your public meltdown.
I feel for him, man. He's gone through a lot.
And when Billie was in pain, Justin's music was the one thing that got her through it.
Dance is really my way of expression. I got injured, which completely took me out of dance, and it was really hard.
There was a period of time where I cried every day of my life.
I genuinely didn't think I would make it to 17. If I didn't have music, everything would be so bad.
But her hero's intense lifestyle was hitting the point of no return.
I was waking up in the morning and the first thing I was doing is popping pills and smoking a blunt. I felt like I was dying. My security were coming into the room at night to check my pulse. People don't know how serious it got.
In a life or death situation, Justin had only one way out.
I decided to stop. Stability is something that I really never had growing up, and it's something that I've always really wanted.
It was time to take responsibility, to slow down and put others first.
Sometimes we gotta run towards the pain rather than run away from it. I know I did that, and I hurt people because I did that, but I can look at that and not have shame over it. I just wanted to be a good example.
And he started to notice a young rising star suffering in the limelight.
I'm 16.
The picture posted was with a fan and she had barely unzipped her hoodie. Some troll came out of the woodwork and commented, Billie Eilish is thick.
Now, out of the fog of addiction, Justin realized Billie was the fan who reached out to him all those years ago. And just like Justin, the pressure was starting to get to her.
I was in Berlin and I was alone in my hotel. There was a window right there. I remember crying because I was thinking about how the way that I was gonna die was I was gonna do do it.
Seeing his younger self in Billy, Justin stepped up for her.
So I look over and I just was like, and he just stood there. And he had the face mask, so all I could see were his eyes. But they were his eyes. He lost my brain.
I just want to protect her. I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I'm just a call away.
And then he made Billy's dreams come true.
Billie Eilish announced a new remix on her Instagram. The caption reads, "Bad Guy featuring Justin Bieber out now. Anything is possible."
With the support of her idol, Billie was able to handle the pressure and prioritize her mental health.
I've decided to start living like I just woke up. If I was my 12-year-old self and suddenly I woke up and this was my life, how would I look at it? And what would I be like, oh my God, that right now I'm taking for granted?
There's so many people that have gifts and opportunity to make a change.
By taking control of his life, Justin had finally found the stability he never had as a kid.
Being the best of me is going to help be the best husband, the best father, the best friend I can possibly be.
He's doing better, and that makes me so happy because I care about him more than anyone in my life.
And he became the role model he once needed.
I've just grown to know my worth. It's taken a minute and I don't think I'm there yet, but I'm getting there.
If she ever needs me, I'm going to be here for her.
Life is worth living, and if you're not going to give up, then the only thing to do is to push forward. I think the more mature you become, the more you understand that there's power in your weakness, and when you're able to show that, it gives other people confidence.